Thank you, everyone. We're all here now, so I just have a couple housekeeping items before we get started. Welcome to the show. First thing, if your phone is not yet on silent or off, if you could please turn it on to silent. We have lots of beautiful music to play for you, so we don't want any interruptions in terms of ringing. And also, if you do take any pictures, just please no flash, as it will disrupt the members on the stage as well as even the audience as well. So other than that, please enjoy the show.
Hello, thank you, Nadia. Hello, everyone. My name is Thea Frin. Welcome to the Frid Kids adaptation. It's a workshop production of the Frid Kids adaptation of The Little Prince. At Frid Kids, our motto is from page to stage. So it naturally follows that for a director and actor like myself, I should sit down and think, now, what are the books I've loved and what are the lessons I've learned, and how do I share my love for the stories as to what they meant to me? So I had a little think. And I invited a few friends, some of whom have never, ever been on stage before. And I said, please, will you help me tell this story the way that I'd like to? And they did. Let's see if they're ready. Are you on standby?
Standing by.
Very professional. Thank you, Nadia and Agatha. Take it away. When I was 6 years old, once upon a very long time ago, I made this drawing. I showed my masterpiece to the grown-ups and asked, Does it frighten you? And they said, why should anyone be frightened of a hat? It was not a hat. So I drew it more clearly. Grown-ups always need to have things explained to them. It was a boa constrictor having swallowed an elephant. But this time they said, put those crayons away and study arithmetic and geography or something important. So I did. But I always kept that first drawing as a test of true understanding. But no matter who I showed it to, they always said, that is a hat. So I put it away and never did another drawing. I learned part of airplanes. My plane in the Sahara Desert. Mayday, Mayday, come in Tangiers, Tangiers, come in. This is Solitaire. Hold on, my friend, hold on. Looks like I'm going to take you down. I don't draw.
You used to.
How would you know that?
Draw me a sheep.
When a mystery is so overpowering, one dares not disobey.
No, I don't want an elephant inside a boa constrictor. I need a sheep. Draw me a sheep. You can see for yourself. It's a Ramsey. It has horns. This one's too old. I want one who's going to go a long time.
This is a box. The sheep you want is inside.
This is exactly the way I wanted it.
And that is how I met this strange little person. next day he appeared again. Took me a long time to learn where he came from. A strange little person who asked so many questions and never seemed to hear the ones I asked.
It is true, isn't it? She beat little bushes.
Where did you go yesterday?
It is true, isn't it?
Yes.
Then it follows that they also eat baobabs, correct?
Baobabs are not little bushes. They're trees as big as castles and...
But before they grow so big, the baobabs, they start up by being little.
Strictly speaking, yes. Now then, where is your family? Where do you come from? And why do you want the sheep to eat the little baobabs anyway? Don't you ever answer a question?
What is this object?
This is not an object. It's an airplane. It's my friend, I suppose.
Hello.
It doesn't talk. It's true, I do talk to it occasionally, but it doesn't answer back.
That doesn't seem to be very satisfactory.
No, I suppose not. But it's just an airplane. It flies.
You dropped down from the sky?
Yes.
Oh.
Which is your planet?
What?
Listen to that sunset.
Do you hear the music?
What music?
The sun only sets once here.
On my planet, there are many sunsets.
On your planet.
Come with me. You see, where I come from, it is so small that all you need to do is move your chair a few steps, and you can see the day begin and the sun set as many times as you like. One loves the sunset when one is so sad.
Were you so sad then?
I kept wondering what it was that I was missing and wishing I had, but I kept myself busy.
Busy! Busy!
I'd wake up every morning with such a lot to do.
I clean out like 2 volcanoes. I have 3 actually. The third one is in state, but I clean it anyway.
One never knows.
Then there are the baobabs.
Ah, yes, the baobabs.
It is very hard work.
Oh,
Then, one day, a small sprout appeared.
And it was not like the sprout of a baobab at all. So I watched it carefully.
Soon it became clear that it was something entirely new.
It stopped growing and began to get ready to produce a flower. A flower like no flower I'd ever seen before.
It chose its colors carefully and adjusted its petals, one by one. A mysterious and glorious creature.
I love her and she loves me. You are so beautiful.
I am?
You are the most beautiful flower.
What's a flower?
Why, you are a flower.
And that's a good thing.
Oh, yes. You are the most beautiful one on my planet.
There are other flowers here?
Well, no.
You are unique.
Is unique as
times together.
I watered her. I talked to her. But as time went by, things changed.
Oh, sounds familiar. Such has been my experience with flowers I have known.
She seemed to resent every moment I spent away from her.
I had so many questions, but she couldn't answer them. So I had to leave. I was too young to know how to love her. The fact is, I didn't understand anything at all. So I flew away.
So I flew away.
And that was the last time I saw her. I wandered from star to star.
I drifted around the cosmos until I came upon an entire group of planets, each inhabited by only one individual.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
The first planet I came upon was inhabited by a king.
Ah, a subject. Approach that I may see you better.
Oh.
Tis. It is not proper to yawn in the presence of a king.
I order you not to yawn.
I can't help it. I've traveled a long way and I haven't had any sleep.
Oh, and,
I order you to yawn.
it's been years since I've seen anyone young. Yes, go on, give us a good one now. It's an order.
I'm sorry, I guess I can't anymore.
Oh.
I order you to sometimes yawn and sometimes not to yawn.
There, you see? My orders are very reasonable, don't you think?
May I sit down?
I order you to sit down.
Sir.
Sire.
Sire?
Sure.
Sire, excuse me for asking a question.
Oh,
I order you to ask me a question.
Over what do you rule?
over everything.
And the stars obey you?
Certainly they do. And the moon and the sun as well.
My goodness. Well then, if you please, sire, could you possibly order a sunset? I should love to see a sunset.
And so you shall.
When?
Soon. I shall command it.
I have to wait for the conditions to be favorable.
When do you think that will be?
Tonight, I think. About 7:30. You'll see how well I'm obeying.
Excuse me, but I shall be going.
Oh, no, wait, don't go, wait. I'll make you the minister of justice.
But there's no one here to judge.
Oh, then you will judge yourself. That is the most difficult thing of all.
Judge myself?
Oh, yes. It is much more difficult to judge oneself than to judge others.
The next planet I came upon seemed to be inhabited by a very grand person. Ah, an admirer!
Good morning.
It's a hat for acknowledging good. I raise it when people claim me.
Splendid, splendid. Do you really admire me that much?
Well,
I just love it when you admire me. Admire? What does that mean? It means you regard me as the best dressed, most beautiful, richest person on this planet. But you're the only person on this planet. Just so, just so.
the next planet I visited belonged to a businessman. He was filled with busyness. He was busy. Busy! Busy!
3 and 2 make 5. 5 and 7 make 12. 26
Good morning.
and 5 make 31. That makes 501 million.
500 million what?
Oh, I can't stop now. I'm much too busy. Can't you see? I am concerned with important things.
Millions of
100
what?
million. Millions of those little objects in the sky.
The stars?
Yes, that's it, the stars. As for me, I am concerned with important things. No time for idle dreaming in my life.
What will you do with 500 million stars?
What will I do with them?
Yes.
Nothing. I own them.
You own the stars.
Yes.
But I've already seen a king who
Kings do not own, they reign over. It's very different.
How can anyone own the stars?
To whom do they belong?
I don't know. To nobody.
Well, they belong to me, because I was the first person to think of it.
What good does it do to own the stars?
It makes me rich.
And what good does that do you?
I can put them in the bank.
What does that mean?
It means I write down the number of my stars on a piece of paper. I put it in a security box, lock it with a key, and put it in the bank.
If you own something, you must look after it. I have a flower and I water her, so I am of some use to her. You are of no use to the stars, are you? I traveled onward and soon noticed a lonely, flickering light.
Good morning.
Good morning. Why have you just put back the lamp?
Those are the orders.
What are the orders?
The orders are that I... Oops. Good evening.
But why have you just lighted it again?
Those are the orders.
I don't understand.
There is nothing to understand. Orders are orders. I follow a terrible profession. In the old days, this was reasonable. I'd put out my lamp once in the morning, and in the evening I'd light it again. I had the whole day for relaxation and the whole night for sleep.
The orders have changed since then?
Good morning. The orders have not changed. Now that's the tragedy. You see, year after year, the planet has turned faster and faster, and the orders have not changed. Now, once every minute, I must light my lamp and put it out again.
That's very funny. A day only lasts a minute here.
It is not funny. While we've been talking, a whole month has gone by.
Oh, money. Now listen, I can tell you a way how to relax whenever you want to.
Oh, do tell me. I love to rest.
Well, your plan is so small that 3 steps will take you all the way around. So all you have to do is walk around slowly, very slowly. And the day will last as long as you like. I do it on my planet all the time to make the sunsets come.
That will do me no good, I'm afraid. If there's one thing I like in this life, it's sleep. And you can't sleep if you're walking. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good morning.
That was the first person I met who didn't seem selfish.
Perhaps because she cared about her work.
What she did was useful, and therefore beautiful.
Oh! You have landed on the planet of the geographer. What's a geographer? Oh, a geographer is a scholar who knows the locations of all the seas, rivers, towns, mountains, and valleys, and deserts.
That's very interesting. Which one doesn't have any oceans?
I couldn't tell you.
What about mountains?
You don't know.
What about towns, rivers, or deserts? But you should know you're a geographer.
Exactly! But I'm not an explorer. Explorers know the locations of all the seas, rivers, towns, mountains, valleys, and deserts. Oh, geographers are much too important to do that kind of thing. We stay at our desks and we record what the explorers recall of their travels. I say, you look like an explorer. Well, why don't you describe your planet to me?
Well, I have 3 volcanoes. One doesn't work, but it might one day. I have baobab bushes, which may grow into trees. And I have a flower.
She's the most beautiful thing on my planet.
Oh, well, we don't record flowers
Why not?
because they're ephemeral.
What does that mean?
It means in danger of speedy disappearance.
In danger of speedy disappearance.
My flower's in danger of speedy disappearance?
Oh, I'm afraid so.
I have left her all alone.
What shall I do?
Well, why don't you visit the planet Earth? They have a good reputation.
They used to.
So here I am, but
Yes?
I met someone.
Who?
Salutations.
Good evening.
so that each of us can find our way home.
Tell me, what has brought you here?
I want to find out how to make my rose love me. I was told someone on Earth can help me. Where are the people?
This is the desert.
The desert seems to be a lonely place.
It is also lonely amongst people.
You are a funny creature.
You find me amusing? One touch from me and I could send you back to where you came from.
You shouldn't be talking to snakes, you know. They are treacherous creatures. Don't trust them.
Don't call me treacherous! I never lie. What appears is not always what is. But then, you know that, don't you? Or have you forgotten? You know who I am, don't you?
Yes! One touch from you, and I can go back to where I came from.
The sun was getting to me. I'd had no food, no water, and I was having serious hallucinations. I worked on my plane, frantically, determined to make it work. I worked through the night and all day. And then, the next morning, I worked again, and then at sunset, as regular as clockwork,
Please, so I have to know. You have to tell me. It's very important. I have to know. If sheep eat little bushes, do they eat flowers too?
Yes,
The sheep eat my flower.
the sheep will eat anything.
Even a rose that has thorns?
Even a rose that has thorns.
But I left my rose all alone because I thought she could protect herself with her thorns.
Roses have thorns just for spite.
I don't believe you. Roses will never act out of spite.
If they hurt you, it would be because they don't understand. And you actually believe
I
that.
don't believe anything. I don't believe anything. I just said the first thing that came into my head. I think, don't you see I'm busy with important things here?
Important things? You talk just like the grown-ups. You mix everything together. You confuse everything. I don't believe you could ever be an artist.
Being an artist isn't going to get me out of here.
You are just like the businessman. He has never smelled a rose. He has never looked at a star. And he has never loved anyone. And all day, he says over and over, just like you, I'm busy with important things. You don't think it's important that I have left my rose unattended? That her thorns will not protect her from one thoughtless bite from a sheep? A bite that she will not even notice, and then she will be no more? My rose will be no more. And you think that's not important?
Forgive me. You know, once I saw a house of rosy colored brick. geraniums at the window, and doves on the roof. And I said, even if I described it, no one would appreciate it. But if I said, once I saw a house that cost $1 million, everyone would say, what a beautiful house it must be. Huh. You see, I realized last night that I have become one of those people. So, sometimes, when you tell me about things, I don't appreciate how important they are to you. I can't see sheep through the walls of boxes anymore.
I want to tell you about the fox I met.
The sly fox,
Oh no, he wasn't sly at all.
He told me the greatest truth.
He told me 2 things.
And they were?
The first one is only with the heart that one can see right. It is only with the heart that one can see right.
It is only with the heart that one can see rightly.
It is only with the heart that one can see rightly.
And the
second
second
I like even better than the first.
Yes?
What is essential is invisible beyond. What is essential is invisible to the eye.
What is essential is invisible to the eye.
What is essential is invisible to the eye.
Go on now and work on your friend.
When I got back to my plane, impossible as though it seemed, as though there'd never been anything wrong, it started. The engine revved and the propeller spun like a top. I was so excited I couldn't wait to tell the little prince.
I am glad your friend is better. Now you can go home.
How did you know about that?
I too am going home.
Back to my rose.
Oh, I am going to miss you.
Just because I'm gone doesn't mean I've gone away.
What?
Do you see my star up there?
Which one? There are so many.
Maybe that's just as well. Then all the stars will be your friends.
Each night, watch the sun set and see the stars come out. And know that I'm there on one of them. You must not stay now.
I will not leave you.
It's not worth the trouble.
I will not leave you.
But someone find my
I must return to my rose.
It is almost 6 years since the little prince went away from me. But I've never told anyone this story until today. I have a selfish reason for telling it, though. It is to make sure that I never forget him. To forget a friend is sad. Not everyone has a friend. And if I forget, I shall once again be like the grown-ups. This is the loveliest and saddest landscape in the world. It is here that the little prince appeared and disappeared. Look at it carefully. Make sure you recognize it. And should you chance to come upon it, please do not hurry on. Wait for a time. Look up at the stars. He may choose to come back.
Thank you.